And here we can see behind the red name of Waidak. Welcome to Waidak. The building we're standing on the background here. I'm standing with the Senator, Lidia Thorpe, and we, the community here, we have a big concern. We didn't receive any funding. They shut down our organization completely because they left the children wild outside running without no program.
The National Indigenous Australians Agency, who also gave $14 million to the Northern Territory Police, did not fund a youth program at Yuendumu. So today, September 2023, all of the young people here in this community have nothing to do because we have a government that chooses to fund the police than fund the community. And here we have senior people who've been here forever wanting to protect their children and give their children a future.
In our programs.
Through programs, through self-determination, because the people here know what's best for their children, but the government refuse to fund youth programs at Yuendumu.
The boss of NIAA was Friend McIntyre, who said not to fund and to close down this program that's supposed to be continuing and reducing children from breaking in and from stealing and from doing other bad things where they could survive and be safe with this program.
So it kind of doesn't make sense that we have community voices speaking loudly about protecting children and giving children the opportunity for a future right here at Yuendumu. The solutions are here with the people of Yuendumu. And these kids, Walpiri children, big population of children here, right, compared to the adults. And the young people have nothing to do because the government have shut down youth programs that were working. How many children did you have coming here when it was working?
Nearly the whole community.
Nearly the whole community. And the government walks in and says, that seems to be working too well. We're going to pull all the funding out and make sure your children have nothing to do while we fund the police in the Northern Territory. Well, I think that's an absolute shame. It's disrespectful to Walpiri. It's disrespectful to the Yuendumu people here. We have young people walking around since I've been here.
Nothing to do.
Nothing to do? Where's their future in all of this? If you want to do the right thing, get behind Yuendumu and tell this government to put back what they took away for young people here.
The tribal people of this community have a big concern on the government. We never thought of a reasonable thing to keep this program going, continuing. Because what they did when they shut it down, our children are scared and trying to do things, trying to break in, trying to steal into our shops and things. That's what made them, because that's the only thing they do, because there is nothing to do here with what has been taken away and what has been destroyed and what has been shut down.
So what do you want to do here? If we got the government to pay to have the program back here, what would you do?
I want to continue the program be satisfied, where we want to see our children occupied in sports and everything that they need. And also, when they people when they're out of school, they need to continue educating and send them into higher courses and higher education.
Yeah, so this is really important.
So they need to see the future, what is needed for our people in this community of Yuendumu.
And so all the leaders here and the community, do they all want this to happen?
They want this to happen. They want this community because they have been disappointed by the government, took away and destroyed what is so useful for the community.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on your country.
My name is Jimmy Langdon, and I'm one of the traditional owners here, and good to hear from me anyway.
Yep, straight from you is how we need people out there to understand that the solutions are here with the people, and that we don't need other people speaking for this community. The community can speak for itself.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll continue to fight to get this back up and running so that your young people, our young people, have an opportunity to thrive.
Yep. That's where there's another room. That's where the people come. If they want license, if they want to do course, if they want to do their study and things like that, this is where we prepare it, this is where we do our paperwork and everything.
So this has been closed for a year?
Yeah. Everything's closed nearly 2 years now. So we need all this back on the road, get it done.
Can't believe this.
And that basket, that's building here, that's activity where kids come and do discos.
Oh, yeah.
And where they play basketball.
Yep.
And from these hoppers, they arrange football for the kids to play, and young girls football team. They do the footballs out there and softball out there, but nothing happening now.
No, so it's all gone.
It's all been destroyed.
And so our kids are stealing and getting into trouble because all of this is gone.
Yeah, all of this is gone, and they're suffering.
And then the parents are suffering.
Parents are suffering.
It's a
really sad tragedy on this.
It's an absolute disgrace.
It is.
On this country and on this government to, this is the stuff that people don't know out there, in the cities, in the towns. This is what people don't see.
Yep.
And we have a government that shut this down. The Labor government shut this down in the middle of a referendum. And nobody knows.
Yep.
But they're going to know now, because there's a lot of people out there that want to hear the truth.
Yes.
And that want to support self-determination.
Yes, we want self-determination, and we want this organisation, we want this program to be a non-profit organisation.
Yeah.
That's where we want to start on.
And you want ownership.
And we want ownership.
You want to make all the decisions yourself.
Yes, exactly.
For your own community.
Yes, exactly.
And so are the kids now saying, when is this going to open?
Yes.
What have we got to do now?
Yeah, they keep on coming to me. I've been running this program for nearly 20 years now. Even the swimming pool. So there's nobody on swim. Let me take part of the swimming pool as well. We'll go around in the car.
So to get everything back how it was, How much money are we talking about?
Maybe we're looking at maybe $2 or $3 million or something like that, or four, just to cover everything.
Yep. Because you need people employed.
We need people employed, so we need to recruit who can work with us, who can be trusted.
Yeah.
But it's got to come through us.
So we need like $4 million to get all the kids back out playing basketball, playing footy, being part of the learning centre.
That'll cover everything.
Wow. I think that's, in the scheme of things, I don't think that that's a lot of money to be spending at Yuendumu, and I think that the government can afford that kind of money to ensure that our kids have a brighter future.
Exactly. Behind me is a community swimming pool where kids will come and play, and during the summer, when it's hot, they come and enjoy themselves in the swimming pool. But today it's all locked, and it's 38 degrees, there's nothing happening. That's why the community, tribal community and the elders of this Yuendumu community are concerned so much. What they've taken and what they have destroyed of our program is supposed to be continuing. But now, there's just a playground behind that as well, and everything's all locked in. And we don't even have the keys for these buildings that took it all away.
Who has the keys?
Naya took it away. And the Oric took it away, and the next year took it away, and those are the governments that destroyed this program. They have been corruptible.
And so how long has this been closed for?
It's been closed for 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah.
The swimming pool in Yuendumu has been closed.
Everything.
We are heading into extreme heat, and the community here cannot use the local swimming pool because NIAA
CLC
and Central Land Council
have
closed down the local
And
swimming
shut
pool
down
at
the program.
Yuendumu, and they've taken the keys. And just over here, we passed on the way here, the basketball stadium. So that's the front of the basketball stadium. And what I also found out on the way here is we passed a childcare service at Yuendumu that the government also shut down. How long has that been?
1 year.
So for 1 year, all the babies of Yuendumu are suffering because they don't have a daycare or a childcare facility at Yuendumu. And I'm sure that there was workers that lost jobs.
Yep.
So they've taken away the childcare, they've taken away the learning centre, they've taken away the basketball court, they've taken away the offices, they've taken away the swimming pool, they've taken away the youth programs that young people and their old people designed together that works for this community. They took it all away. And what are they left with?
Nothing. I need to reopen it.
I just can't believe that this is going on, and I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that
Disgraceful.
that place should be full of our kids today.
Yep.
Swimming, laughing,
Enjoying fun.
being happy.
Yep.
And the government can't even do that in the middle of a referendum. Shame.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointed because community not happy, the tribal people not happy, and the elders. They took away what is needed, what is so handy for our children. This is a big community in Central Australia, and they've destroyed what belongs to the community. It is disgraceful. Never respected the elders without no consent. They think everything just belongs to them, but it doesn't. It's taking our sand of the tribal land without Chukulpa. They got no Chukulpa. We have Chukulpa. We have a long song stories and everything with it. That is harming our tribal needs. That's been destroyed.